Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. I hope everybody is having a great day or a great night wherever you guys are. And before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that we are still having our buy one, get one 25% off sale. It does last until the end of August, so definitely don't miss out on it. You can get your very own crypto poster here. We have about, I think, 8 or 9 actually currently on the site right now. They are all 16 by 20 inches. Incredible quality as well. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. Links will be down in the description below as well as in the comments below. So with that being said, let's really jump into this juicy content. So I've been talking to you guys a little bit about the crypto market, what we could be seeing happening, what is actually happening, and then we also addressed a little bit of some concern as well. So let's really analyze what could be happening very soon for our beloved alts to see if we are going to make some really juicy profit very, very soon. So with that being said, really we need to analyze a few things. We need to analyze Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, Ethereum dominance, and the dollar. I know that might be crazy to really kind of analyze because there's a lot of stuff to really talk about. And you might be wondering, well, why are we looking at Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum doesn't really matter, right? Well, the thing about Ethereum is when we really get into alt season, you guys are going to see the idea of Ethereum pretty much paving the way for alts by allowing Ethereum to hit these astronomical highs, and then those profit takes will basically flow into our beloved alts where the real money is at. So with that being said, let's analyze a few things. So first off, Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin has been fighting this little bit of a sideways trading, in this upward path to try to find some sort of support zone in between about 41K and about 38K overall. We could actually put a horizontal line there. I know, there's not enough of them, right? But this is actually fairly good for us because we do see that it is really liking that $37,800 range, which is great. We haven't broke that. So is my downward path that I was talking about, 36.3K to 37.5K, invalidated here? And I know that that question will most likely come up, and I will say right now, I am not feeling highly confident in a major low being printed, but we could still see a downward path to about a 37.5K or even possibly a lower test. It depends at about that $36,000 to $37,000 range. So we really just got to watch price action over the weekend. It is currently about Thursday because it is currently about almost 4 a.m. So tomorrow is going to be a pretty big tell sign because Fridays are usually a little bit good. Sometimes they turn bloody at the end of the day after the close is in, and then that's pretty much when we range into the weekend. So this weekend, really keep a close eye on Bitcoin if you guys can. I'm going to see what I could do. But we still look pretty good on Bitcoin. It's holding strong. It hasn't broken any, key significant levels. I do want to get us above the 100-day MA, which is at about 39.5K, almost 39.6K. Once we get over that and hold it, I will feel very confident in Bitcoin. But until then, I am not, celebrating too much. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin dominance because Bitcoin dominance has been one of those figures that I really love to watch. And you know what's funny? I called this perfectly. So we've seen the 50-day MA at 46.58% be broken, and I said, hey, we could retest the 100-day MA at 45.5%, and it seems to be playing out perfectly. Now this is great because, and I do apologize if you guys could hear my dog howling in the background, but this is actually playing out perfectly because if you realistically look at the charts on most of these assets, for an example, Bitcoin, we are seeing Bitcoin kind of show a little bit of weakness trying to get above that 42K zone or even the 43K zone if we do see up here and hold that. But the good thing is about this breaking down is that while this is breaking down, this Bitcoin dominance, and we get down to these lower figures, it's not going to matter too much on Bitcoin's moves. Bitcoin dominance is, a tell sign for us to know when, one, a lot of people are buying Bitcoin. For an example, when we are ranging higher and higher on Bitcoin dominance, that means that a lot more money is flowing into Bitcoin than altcoins. This is actually telling us that a lot more money is flowing into an altcoin or something like even Ethereum, which is why I bring up Ethereum dominance, because we have been seeing an influx on Ethereum dominance. Now you guys see that this 20.83% zone is marked up here. And the reason why I have this marked is because once we get back over this, which is the high printed this year, I do think that we are going to see altcoins kind of try to move up higher than their current target points. And I do have this entire zone up here marked because even 26.03%, let me actually go to the weekly chart because it will probably be easier. So here we go. So if we do see past bull runs going back to the 2017 and 2018 bull run, you could see that we were sitting at about 30.8% on Ethereum until we pretty much dropped. Now this is around December of 2017. This is pretty much when Bitcoin ranged to its all-time high. Of course, a lot of money was flowing into Bitcoin at that point, so dominance did drop. Now, when did the sell-offs on Bitcoin begin? Around this range in that December zone it was actually like the end of November into December where it really kind of topped off, and then it pretty much dropped. So a lot more money was flowing into Ethereum, which then a lot more money flowed out and into most alts. Now around this time, alt season was basically commencing and it was finished, but this is a tell sign that we could be seeing a major run on Ethereum, which we have seen a significant jump in price, almost to 28K exact. Now, obviously, this was an upgrade to their system today, which, that could have been the real big sign, but we are still ranging above the 100-day MA, which is very important to watch for. But the thing about Ethereum dominance is that I'm not too excited in terms of a move up just yet, because I don't think that we are close to having alt season pretty much fully commenced. I think that we have a lot more room to move in this bull run. I just think that this is kind of just an impulse just from today's overall buying action on Ethereum, but I am very excited to see this again on Bitcoin. Now, I do think on the next rally on Bitcoin, we'll most likely hit about 45K plus. I will be watching for that. I don't know if it's going to happen this week. I don't think it will. I think that's something more so for the middle of the month into the end of the month, which I've talked about multiple times. Now, I do know a lot of people are anticipating still a jump on Bitcoin or alts. I know a lot of people are getting tired of, crypto. For the most part, a lot of the normie investors that you'll see like posting crypto talk on like Facebook and stuff, most of those individuals already dried up. They pretty much bought the tops. Now they are pretty much done with crypto, if you will. So a lot of people did already sell their bags, and most of them already got out. And I know a lot of people are still wondering, well, why are we still kind of ranging if most people already got out of crypto? Well, that's the thing. This prolonged kind of stance on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on all altcoins is pretty much providing us with a value factor that we are going to go much, much higher on the next run up, which would be the wave 5, which would most likely be the end of the bull run for Bitcoin and most altcoins. So until we see that factor played out, there's nothing to really kind of say too much on price action. But I will say this, the dollar I have been watching closely. I really wanted us to break all 3 MAs ever since, back here. But the interesting thing about this is that it is finding strength a little bit here. But it did break off of a key resistance point, which was 92.36%. So I would love for us to break down a little bit more, maybe even test the 50-day MA, which will be rising up. It will probably be about here where we do pretty much retest it, which is at about almost 92%. I know it might not seem significant, but that is a pretty big drop for the dollar. Now, I really want us to get down to here, which I do think that we will. somewhere around October, November-ish. I think that is a good time for the dollar to kind of drop because we are going to see a lot more stuff happening with COVID, if you will, and lockdowns and stuff. So I think that that will pretty much allow us to have some droppage on the dollar. It's not going to affect crypto too much, in my opinion. I think that crypto is still going to do some really incredible things this bull run. I think that we're just kind of beginning, but we are seeing a significant rise in Ethereum dominance, which means a lot more money is flowing out of Bitcoin and into Ethereum, for an example. Now, it doesn't mean that people are selling their Bitcoin and jumping into Ethereum or anything like that. It just means that there's a lot more buyers for Ethereum right now than there is for Bitcoin. People are still accumulating Bitcoin. Don't think that I don't mean that, but we are seeing some significant change in the market, and I do think that around the end of the month into, like I said, September is where we will really see some more valid price action play out, because now I think it is going to be a little bit of a slow ride, especially after this big jump on Bitcoin up to these highs of almost 43K exact. So with that being said, I do think everything is beginning. I do think that everything is pretty much ready. I think that we are very, very close to seeing a major breaking point for all of crypto, and I do think that a lot of assets are kind of proving that as well, sitting on their nice support zones, pretty much building that foundational support like I've always mentioned, and I do think that it's only a matter of time. It's not if, it's pretty much when. So I look forward to seeing what's about to happen in the market. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. If you guys do want more free content, if you guys do want like buy alerts and stuff like that, you can join the free Discord down in the description below, as well as follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, like I said. Yeah, guys, that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. Sorry about that. Thank you all for watching. This has been Nick. Peace out.